Hey, what's going on, Buckeye fans? This is Nick 2, and what you are looking at is OH 2013. That is the call sign for my Google Android custom do-it-yourself project with an Ohio State football theme. I'm going to describe a little bit about how I went about going through this project. For those of you who aren't familiar, Google has created a line of Android toys that are basically 3-inch plastic toys. They come out in several series, and one of them is a blank white robot, which allows you to do kind of a do-it-yourself project. These are the boxes that they come in. And for those of you who are familiar with these little Android collectibles, this one is a do-it-yourself. They come in a whole bunch of other colors. Some of them are even clear plastic, some of them have themes to them, and I decided, well, I wasn't really happy with any of the other ones, so why not make my own theme, this one being Ohio State football. So originally what I started out with was a schematic on paper, and actually there are some images here in the description of the video that actually go through the step-by-step process of making this toy. But what I did was I drew out a schematic, and then obviously looking at an Ohio State football uniform, went through how exactly I was going to design each piece of the robot. So there's the helmet, the sleeves, the body of the robot, and the pants are right here. So while I was waiting for the actual Android robot to ship, I went to Hobby Lobby and picked up some tester's paint and some other supplies. So basically what you're looking at is crazy glue, and the colors of tester's paint that I got are silver, brown, gloss black, guards red. They didn't have scarlet, so I used guards red. That was the closest match. And this is artist tape here, which is basically really thin painter's tape, which is pretty important when you are trying to paint stripes like these here on the helmet, and on the sleeves, and on the pants. So let's go ahead and take a look at the robot here. So the eyes are painted brown to represent Buckeyes, and obviously the helmet here is modeled right after the football players' helmets. And if you look at the back here, I customized my own Buckeye leaf stickers by using hole punch paper, and all I did was I drew on the back with a green marker to get my Buckeye leaves there. And then once the entire model Android was finished drying from the baseline paint job here, I just super glued these things on. So really cool effect. It makes it look like he's got, sorry, I let that focus for you. It makes it look like he's got Buckeye stickers that he's put on his helmet. And then on the front here there is a Blocko, and again that was a printout, and then I tried to highlight the Blocko with silver paint, and there's a really cool like vintage faded effect here that was not really planned but caused by the crazy glue, but I think it makes the Android look pretty unique. Yeah, the Blocko is unfortunately tilted a little bit. I wasn't expecting the crazy glue to dry that fast, but again, since this is my own project and it's kind of my own little custom thing, I think it adds a little bit of novelty to it. And then if we look here, there will be a side view of the legs. So there's the football pants. And then on the bottom I decided to sign it in silver pen. And then these are numbered. I have 2 more that I'm going to do. I'm only going to do 3 of these for this season. You will notice that with the guards red, it is more of a viscous paint, so it does run, and it takes a little bit longer to dry. So with that in mind, if you're thinking about doing your own Ohio State football Android project, you might want to test out some other paints to use, or if you're going to use guards red, you might want to just go very slowly with minimal amounts and let that dry so you don't get as much running as I did. All in all, I'm pretty satisfied though with the end result. It's a unique toy. It looks really cool if you're an Ohio State fan, or if you're a fan of Ohio State football, and it's something that you can use as a conversation piece, and it'll wow anybody that's a fan of Buckeye football. So hopefully this guy brings a lot of good luck for the season. Oh, I almost forgot. So let's see here. The head of this pops off, and you can actually store something small in it. So I just put his head there, and I decided to put a Buckeye inside. And that's actually a lucky Buckeye that I've had ever since I was an undergrad, and that was probably 13 years ago. So just go ahead and whoops, put that back in there. And the head just snaps back on. It's just another cool thing about this Android toy. So there you have it, guys. If you click the links in the description, there will be links to where you can buy your own do-it-yourself robot. And then also there is a link to a web album which has better detailed pictures and a description of how I went through the step-by-step process of making this. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go Bucks!